Hey guys, what's up? Today, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be running through some strategies that you can use in Zombie RNG yourselves. Oh, hold on. I actually have the wrong class on, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be going back to my Wastelander. So I guess the first part of the strategy is going to be use Wastelander. He'll let you hold an extra gun, so you can have 3 weapons instead of 2. That's right out of the gate. Once you upgrade him, you'll get 25% more ammo in all your guns, and then when you upgrade him again to level 3, he gives you a 50% chance to get 2 skills every wave instead of 1, and that just, it makes you a lot more overpowered. And once you get up to level 3, you can actually purchase a bonus perk, and it gives you just a random perk from some other class. For me right now, the one I'm using, I rolled it, I got lucky. It's just the Juggernaut perk, so I get more base health, but it does reduce my base movement speed at the beginning of the game. So I'm gonna, instead of skipping all the way up to like level wave 20, I'm just gonna start at 1. We're gonna go, I guess, for as long as possible. Um, it's gonna be a long game. Like, normally I make it pretty high in waves, so I don't know when I'm gonna cut off. I don't want this to be like a 30-minute video, but it might. So yeah, let's just strap in. I'll just probably stream for a while. We'll just talk strategy, and that should help. So like first off, like right out of the gate, all I'm doing is I'm just like, we know that they're only going to come from 2 places, right? So gun damage, I'm focusing on guns. I don't use melee. My strategies are gun strategies. So my big thing is we just want to kill everything. We know, oh, pump shotgun, let's go. Right, boom. Right out of the gate. Like, I'm not using melee. So clip size or fire rate are going to be better. I'm going to go for, oh, look, see, I got that second perk. This is Wastelander gun damage. Still got to be quick because there's no pauses between those waves. I'll take it. I'm not going to use it, but I'll take it. Well, I might use it. I mean, it's better than the pistol, I guess. I like to save that shotgun at the very beginning. It does a lot of damage, but I don't need a lot of damage against these little start guys. Now, like I said, they're only going to come out of these 2, like, I want to say portals, but I guess they're like doorways. Like massive entrances. Fire rate and gun damage. See, 2 perks instead of 1. Wastelander, I'm telling you. Upgrade them. Focus on upgrading them. No thank you on the baseball bat. Piercing bullets. Health, you know what? A little extra health. I know it's not a gun perk right at the beginning, but you know what? We're going to want extra health anyway, just in case. Later on, that will be a big thing. You're going to want more than just default health. Although luck probably wouldn't be a bad idea either. Speaking of clip size. Yeah, and like that clip size, that works on the pump action and stuff too. The Raiders are coming. So these guys, really focus these guys. As soon as you see red enemies, like once you see them, just know like they can blow you up. So you don't want to waste any time killing them, getting them out of the way. Really, the first, man, I want to say like the first probably 20 waves, the first 20 are so easy. They're really just building you up for the later game. But the decisions that you make in the first 20 waves, those will significantly impact your late game. So I'm not, +1 skill select. Okay, that's new. So they're still adding things to this game, which I really like. Sometimes, oh, whoa, okay. Rare weapons do more damage. Those, I really like that perk, actually, if you can get that. Whenever you see those, whether it's common, rares, legendaries, mythic, whatever, if you get one of those, always take it, because look at that. One shot the boss with the shotgun. You know what? I am going to take that over the pistol. Look, common weapons. I'm not 100% sure if the pump shotgun counts as a rare or a common. I think it's common. But, I mean, yeah, double common damage. Now, it tells you to proceed to the next area here, and it gives you a countdown. But if you don't, like, go to the next area and you're playing solo, it doesn't teleport you automatically. So, like, this is a great time if you need to go do something, like, if you need to go to use the bathroom or you need to go get a drink, this is the time to do it because you're not going to get attacked. And Roblox doesn't log you out until, like, I think, like, 20 minutes or something like that. So you have time here to do stuff if you need to. So every 10 waves, you can give yourself a little break. You can, you know, use the bathroom, get some water, whatever. But once you proceed into the next area, it will start. So what I'd like to do is, again, this isn't going to be super interesting for the first bit because all you're really doing at these beginning waves is building yourself up for later. Gun damage. Yeah. So focus on those perks. Those perks are going to build you up. You want that gun damage. You want reload speed. You want a little bit of health, a little bit of luck. You want that bullet penetration that they've added recently in perks as well. I think I've talked about this in the shotgun strategy video. I'm still going to stand by that. Shotgun strategy is the best strategy. It's not the only strategy that you can use. You can use miniguns, you can use like mythic weapons and things like that. But at the end of the day, if you're playing with other people, you can kind of use a strategy that matches their style. Like, if you have 2 other people using miniguns, you probably don't want to use miniguns. Because they're going to be using a minigun, and they're going to be clearing out a lot of this small stuff really fast with the minigun, but they're not going to do an excessive amount of damage. And that's where, if you're using a shotgun, you can kill the big stuff for them while they're killing the smaller stuff with the minigun. And that makes a world of a difference when you start playing together as a team. And so yeah, if you're playing that way, okay, this is a weapon. We got to talk about this. This grenade launcher. Never take it unless you're only taking it as an additional weapon to just like spam all the grenades out of it and then put back to a different weapon because you have the extra slot or something. Don't use it. It never does enough damage. But yeah, if you're playing with a team, make sure you play together as a team. Like, if 2 other people are using a shotgun, then like feel free to use a minigun. Like, that you don't need, you know, 3 players or 4 players with shotguns all running around doing this, you know? Like, if you want to hold down one of these portals with a minigun, like, if you sat in the middle here with a minigun just shooting it right here, right? Like, your other teammates can take care of the other portals. You should be able to just spray into that and kill everything nonstop. Like, that's just part of the strategy. Until you start getting, like, the large tanks and stuff like that, and that's where your shotgun players really come in. And if you're playing shotgun and you're running with a team, don't hesitate, you know? Like, run, like, look around. Look around really fast. Look at this. We just got a Gatling laser. We'll put that in slot 3 for now. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Like, unfortunately, the laser does slow you down. Or the Gatling laser minigun thing. But, like, it's crazy. Mid-game. Early game, mid-game. It's great. It slows you down, so you don't want to hold on to it. If you're running to collect your boxes and stuff. But yeah, outside of that, by all means, give it a shot. It's not going to be great later on. It's not great against bosses. It's not great against chargers and stuff. Auto shotgun, let's go. We'll put that in our number 2 slot. We'll get rid of the pump for now. I don't think we're going to need the pump and the auto, like, both at the same time. We're just trying to, like, wave clear. And feel free, you know, like, you're going to get a little bored of using shotguns all the time if you play this game as much as I have. So, I mean, like, you know, mess around with the semi-automatic. Mess around with the MP5 a little bit in these early waves. See? Pump shotgun again. Like, we're going to get a bunch of them anyway. And yeah, like the semi-automatic does good. It kills even like the heavies and stuff fairly easy if you have a good bit of gun damage. But again, it's the time it takes to kill one as opposed to the shotgun. Like the shotguns just melt it, and that's why it's the best strategy. But now, I don't know if I could possibly just spend this wave. Like, this is the boss wave, so I don't know if, until the boss comes, can I just, like, stand here and I'll just melt the portals with the minigun? And, like, this works as a good strategy, too, especially if you're playing with other people. Like, now that the boss is here, like, the minigun does good damage in these early waves. But now that the boss is here, I don't want him getting too close. He's a spit boss, see? So, like, he's dead. Now we can move on to our next spot. Fire rate +5. Those +5s, if you get one that's for a weapon, take it. Even if it's not something, like, that you want. Like, maybe you don't need fire rate, but fire rate's good. If it's gun damage, take it. Reload speed, take it. Those things are huge. Those are big upgrades. And you want them. I don't like this little map, personally. This is where my shotgun is coming out. Like, I am going to be spending a good bit of time here with the shotgun because this is too small of a map and it's too easy to get stuck in corners. Now, I could talk about, there is a little bit of, I kind of want to say a glitch. I don't know if it's a glitch. It could just be part of the mechanic. You don't want to stand in the goop. But zombies run straight at you when they leave the portals. So if you stand kind of in a corner like this, a lot of the times, like, the one coming from this portal gets stuck on the wall. And that slows them down a little bit. And sometimes in big piles, they actually genuinely get stuck there for a bit. This is not the greatest map to explain it on, because you can't really get far in a corner. Because this radioactive stuff does damage you. Two shots. So yeah, this is what we want. Like, if you're standing, say, in these corners, like, you take radiation damage from stepping in this goo. But if you stand up against, like, this, they kind of get stuck coming in on the walls sometimes. And if it wasn't for the radiation damage, if it was another map, I would show it in more detail. And if I remember to, when we move on at wave 30 to the next place, I'll show you. When they added this bullet penetration perk, it made this game so much easier. Because now your shotguns go through enemies. So, beforehand, you would only shoot the zombie in the front. But now, it's like one shot and it pierces, so you're killing like a bunch of zombies with a single shot. So now you don't go through as much ammo doing this. It makes it a lot easier to solo. Like, you don't have to rely as heavy on a team, I find. But I like playing with people. I like playing with newer players to this as well and getting some people some points on the board. My highest wave right now is wave 104. I got tired at around like wave 100. I was just getting bored. I was playing by myself. And by the time wave 100 came around, I was just like, I wanted to just stop playing. I wanted to take a break and just relax. So I just kind of ran into some zombies and just let them kill me at that point. But yeah, I'm not sure how far I'd be able to get. I think I'd be able to probably, I know I would get significantly higher than that if I just kind of sat around and played, like if I had the time. I've never used the chainsaw. I've unlocked it, I've upgraded it, I've never used it. I don't like the melee system in this game right now. It's a little different if you're using like the brawler classes and stuff, because they increase your melee damage and increase like your swing speed like just at the very beginning. So, but I don't think that that's a great strategy. Melee is it's fun to use, but it loses its damage fast. And unless you upgrade it like constantly, like you have to get really lucky in finding that melee upgrade all the time. It's not something that you can rely on yet in this game. So I would say melee is probably one of the worst strategies that you can get. Plus all these exploding zombies and stuff, like you just can't always kill them fast enough to rely on melee. And because of that, you will always be doing more damage with a gun in this than you can in the melee classes. So stick with the with firearms, like stick with guns when you're fighting these zombies. Always stick with something like that. I don't know what this is. I think this is a glitch. Sometimes these big guys get stuck now. It's fairly new. They didn't used to do that. Like this, it's never happened to me before. Like this week's update. So that's kind of yeah, a new glitch. But I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I mean, it keeps it away from hitting me. So it just makes it a little easier. And here we go. Again, the semi-automatic. If you're upgrading if you are always upgrading that gun damage as much as you possibly can, then I mean you're gonna get a lot, and I mean a lot of gun damage with even just rare weapons. Ooh, an extra skill select. Those are cool. That is a new thing they've added, and I gotta say I do like it. Ah, 5 points to reload speed, and then reload speed again. I'll go move speed on that one because. Yeah, I mean, reload speed is a game changer when it comes to shotguns because, like, every round you have to hand feed in this and the pump action, so a little max ammo. But yeah, I mean, here's the boss. You know, we can just whack him, boom, with the semi-auto shotgun or auto shotgun. I don't know why they did kind of call it the auto shotgun, but it is a semi-automatic. It's not auto. Like if I just hold down on my click button for the mouse, it doesn't spray. You know, it's whoa. I forgot that. The +5 to all skills, then redistribute. It does that. But yeah, it won't spray. It just, you know, standard shooting. Now, this is around wave 30. I find like this is where the difficulty starts getting a little bit higher, and I think that's where, you know, a lot of people start struggling. Here is probably around wave 30, but if you've put like a lot of your points in gun damage, like there's 15 points right now in my gun damage because I did that redistribute thing. But yeah, like you just position yourself in the right places. And okay, that was quick. It was quick. More gun damage. We'll go more health as well. Yeah, so like I said, that's my strategy. Just focus everything that you can in guns. Focus on those points every wave. Try not to let that happen. Like those guys, when they explode, that fire, like you constantly end up stepping in it, and it is really annoying. It takes away a lot of your health. So your bile spitters and the fire zombies, you really want to make sure that like you stay away from it once it's on the ground, because you don't want to be on fire for the bulk of the game. Plasma shotgun. Hello. Well, I'm actually not sped up in any way right now. This is happening because when I redistribute it, it put a lot of points in my move speed. So my guy is just flying around the map. Like, it's actually getting difficult to walk around. But yeah, we're just floating through here. Like we're already at wave 33. Gun points? No, never. Melee, yuck. Fire, none of these are good. Like I have to go melee because I don't want to switch all my gun points to melee. So that was not a good perk selection. Well, this guy here, you get a free chest if you can kill them. But they do blow up like the fire zombies, so you do need to kill them quick. So always just go at them with a shotgun. If they get too close, they will detonate, and they'll leave a large pile of fire that just damages you. So yeah, like this is the strategy. This is the go-to. This is how you get higher waves. You put all your points in guns. You go for the shotguns. The rarer stuff is always better once you've upgraded it. That doesn't really apply to everything. Like the pump action shotgun, even though it's not rare at all, it's still a better weapon than most of the legendaries in this game, and it's just because the shotguns do more base damage than any other gun. So, you know, a 5-star pump action shotgun, it's gonna do more damage to like these bigger zombies than like a 5-star minigun is going to. And that, as annoying as that is, it's also great because it means that even, you know, people who are fairly new to the game still have an advantage of, okay, I'm new, I haven't upgraded too much stuff, it's cheap to upgrade the pump action. I can upgrade the pump action and actually still make it to like wave 100 just by using a pump action shotgun. And I think that is, you know, a big thing because it makes it fair for your newer players and your experienced players who've been in the game for a while. So yeah, like you kind of just got to do that. You got to go with whatever you like, but at the same time, don't forget certain things. Like melee is just not that great in this game right now. That might change in a future update. I have no idea. I'd like to see some classes that actually make melee like work well. But yeah, I think as far as talking strategy goes, I think that's pretty much it. Like, there's really not much else I can offer. I don't think anybody could offer anything else in this game when it comes to strategy. Like, you're really just gonna have to focus on, you know, using guns, increasing the gun damage, trying to get shotguns. Just keep upgrading those shotguns when you're like between games. You know, upgrade them. Make sure you get them up to try and get them up to 5 stars. You'll get more and more scrap the more you play and all that kind of thing. And yeah, you upgrade. Minigun. We don't want that right now. But yeah, that's it. Like that's all you gotta do. Focus like that. Now what I'm gonna do, I think right now, is just because I don't want this video to run like super long for people watching and anybody just interested in seeing how far I get or just watching the gameplay. I don't want to run it too long for you guys. So what I'm going to do is at wave 40, I'm going to just speed everything up and stop recording my voice. And that way, you know, you guys can see like how far I go with this or whatnot. And yeah, and I'll talk to you guys at the end of the video. And yeah, that'll be it, I guess, for this upload. But if you guys can think of any other stuff that you'd like to see, or maybe you have another Roblox game that requires a strategy and you might need some help or something with it, you know, shoot me, leave a comment on this video. Just drop a comment on it, and maybe I can make a guide for that one. I've kind of got like, I've been playing like 6 or 7 different Roblox games right now. Most of them, I just don't feel like they're not all strategy type things. So I feel like, to an extent, not all of it requires like some kind of video. I can't figure out how to make certain videos on them because I feel like it would just be boring. So hopefully this strategy guide helped. I really do hope it did. And I'm going to just continue to play this on like fast forward for a little while. So thank you guys a lot for watching. Leave some comments, likes, subscribe. I'm gonna try and do more videos.
3 hours later.
I was going to just play until I died, but unfortunately it's really taking a long time. I was gonna put in like the in-between video like I recorded, but I would have to speed it up like times 10, where the video is gonna be like an hour and a half long, and it's just way too much. So this is me here. We're here on wave, in the high waves now, but we're just still doing the same thing. I don't know why this glitch keeps happening. A zombie will randomly hit me into the map, but I don't know. It kind of auto puts you out of it. So I'm going to complete wave 70, and then I'm just going to go down and end the game because I'm kind of getting tired now. And I've been at this for a while, and I just don't have the time, I guess, to go to like wave 100 or more. But yeah, this was just meant to be a strategy guide to help you guys get up in the waves, you know, get this stuff done a little bit easier. And I think that you guys can see... Oh, okay, I died. My bad. I accidentally hit the wrong button, but yeah, so like that's the strategy on like how to get up in the waves. That's how you do it. I'm hoping that this helped. Just like I said, stick to the basic stuff, you know, use guns, don't use melee. Melee is crap in this game. It's just not there yet. Maybe in a future update the melee will get better, but it's just not right now. So